Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, where you come for education, analysis, and opportunities in blockchain and crypto. My name is Lucas.
And my name is Ryan.
And we have an exciting follow-up video on, well, it's our reserve DAO, our DAO reserve currency playlist, so to speak, or one of the functions.
Definitely a niche we're a fan of. Let's put it that way, right?
A niche we're a fan of, a niche that we're following, and we cover reserve DAO currencies or DAO reserve currency in all blockchains. We look at Olympus DAO, we look at Avalanche Time Wonderland, and we look at Fantom, and we look at Harmony One, and we actually have video Moon River, and we look at
that out.
Exactly. So we'll find more about that soon. And we've actually are doing a follow-up on one of our favorite new innovative blockchain protocols in this ecosystem, and we've done a video on it, and they are Fantom. They are on the Fantom protocol, which is one of our favorites and one of the top, smart EVM, smart contract.
Yep. Spooky options. Swap, and has been a great DEX, great AMM. We've had a lot of fun providing liquidity and interacting with that protocol, and that's one place you can go if you're curious where you want to buy some Fantom. You can pick it up at Spooky Swap. But yeah, Fantom blockchain. It's we're in a corrective period, but even still, it's one of the better plays, and I think it's off its highs. We're around $3 a couple months ago, so it's about 50% off its highs. But all said, it's done fantastic over the last year. So it's been one of the top performing up and coming EVMs that we've been focused on, and there's a lot of development on Fantom.
And you can say that about a lot of crypto right now. A lot of crypto, actually, if you look at charts, are about a 50 major correction from their all-time highs, especially in the altcoin market right now. So is this a good time? Well, if you're DCAing, I mean, this definitely, there's some support here. I mean, obviously, can things go lower? Sure, but in the long run, if you hodl strong protocols, there's absolutely a lot more value to enjoy. And what I meant to show as they grow, network effects and all that good stuff, what I meant to show, let's filter through blockchain, because we want to really take an eye on the growth that, here we go, FantOHM has enjoyed. Now, of course, we're using the Fantom blockchain, but something really unique about Fantom is, where is it? Here we go. Ooh, nice little.
There you go. 14.
Something really unique about Fantom is that, and we cover that in our other videos, their interoperability. The fact that they are the first protocol to come out there and say, not can you just take a staked version of what you have and wrap it and send it, but you can actually go on two different blockchains, one on Moon River, which is just off of Kusama, successful parachain auction, and then one's on Fantom. And in either ecosystem, either community, you can natively stake and support and earn the FHM, the Fantom token. So that is very, very unique, and it's really nice to see.
That's a huge innovation.
The volume and the growth that they're going through. So without.
And another thing I'm a big fan of before we jump into the news, is that Fantom has they've been really good about using strong decentralized stablecoins as in their treasury. So they aren't as wedded to the USD. They don't have all their eggs in the USD, Tether, DAI centralized world. They accept MEM and Spell, and they're part of that Frog Nation, DeFi, true DeFi revolution. And that's the ethos, and that's what you pick up on when you look at how it works and what their treasury is made up of. It's clear this is not the suits, right? This is the frogs.
That's a great point. And there are a lot of these forks out there. And so it's difficult to sift through which of the protocols that have more merit. And this is absolutely not financial advice. Do your own research and take your own risk, because we learn from our mistakes. I pride myself on it. That being said, that being said, if you follow here, I'm showing you their Twitter right now. So you don't even have to have the Twitter and follow. You can look right here before you start following yourself, and you will see how engaged, how many articles, how much more they're working to innovate and add to their existing protocol. It's not a set it and forget it. They're actually building more value and working a lot. But to Ryan's point earlier, let's scroll down, and it's not too far. So here we go. They're talking about this new FHUD, FHUD, and we're going to talk about that. This is some exciting news that we're going to talk about today. And spoiler alert, we actually might be able to secure another interview. We talked with one of the developers. We talked to the team very early when after they just launched, and they've received quite a bit of fanfare around the YouTube community and among other ambassadors because of, their innovation. You come across something innovative, then it's gonna catch a buzz. So it'll be neat to talk to them again and see if we can get a little information that we can share with you guys and talk to you about what's going on there. But what were you talking about earlier? This is what I want to show.
Okay, yes, the how they were reaching out to Daniel Sesta and at Time Wonderland and looking to to cross chain. That's right.
Yeah,
what was the idea?
Well, there's more news to come.
Add time.
So we'll have to talk to them. To have a stake in time too. They want to have a stake in time. So that means that their treasury in some capacity, they can start purchasing.
Maybe memos would be able to be bond Fantom. Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. So, but the point is they, like you mentioned, they are a protocol that is openly working to strengthen Wonderland, to work with Daniel Sesta and to be a part of that Frog Nation. So that's important because there are others out there that are very, very anonymous. You don't know anything, and they just have this fly-by-night website and then some crazy APY numbers. Then before you know it, it's a rug pull and they're gone.
Right.
And so from having talked to them, we'll talk to them again if you want to learn more, because it's always good to take your time and feel good about the decisions you make. But we will secure, hopefully soon, another interview with them, and we'll ask questions. So drop some comments below if there are any questions you'd like to be asked of the team, their direction, if you are a member already, and ideas you may have that you'd like to share. So that's exciting.
All the above.
We'll do that.
And so there's some news though we want to touch on, right? There's a new element or new part of Fantom that's being just rolled out, and it's introducing what's called a proof of burn mechanism, right? And we want to kind of talk about that. So one of the issues that, and we're going to link this article, this Medium article in below, but it's really worth reading in its entirety to see kind of what they're introducing and why, what's the point. But essentially what it is that these DAOs have pretty significant size treasuries, and some of the assets in these treasuries are just stable coins, right? Not all of them are LPs that are an interest-bearing asset. Some are just pure stable coins. And so the question is well, what can we do? How can we make use of these assets so that they're put to work and they can grow the treasury, right? And Fantom has come up with an idea, an answer to that. What they're going to do is burn. They're going to create a proof of burn mechanism where they'll be burning Fantom. A receipt will be created that kind of tracks that burn, right? And that's going to be in FHUD, FHUD. And then this FHUD receipt will be deposited back into the treasury and then paired 1-to-1 with DAI. And then that can be used then to in various different strategies, right? To grow those assets and to grow the treasury. So this is we'll have questions about the details of exactly what, how that's supposed to work and how are they investing the proof of burn asset and the DAI pair, like what's going on. So but that's the idea right now, is that's the broad outlines of what's going on.
Well, and think about that. That's very cool because if you're taking Fantom, which is already staked, bonded assets on the chain of a stable coin or a Fantom, now you're burning that. So now you're forever taking that liquidity and you're locking it, you're keeping it there on the network or off, from being able to be rug pulled.
It's almost like an ownerless locked liquidity in a sense, right?
It's almost like creating an ownerless locked liquidity in a sense. Very cool. Very cool.
And then using the receipt and pairing that 1-to-1 with DAI. Yeah, I like the idea.
Deflation, right?
Because cool.
If you're pairing 1-to-1 with DAI, which means you're taking a portion that you're permanently burning, and that's over collateralized, so to speak. If you're taking that burnt and you're getting a 1-to-1 DAI, and you took a yield bearing asset and burnt it for that, that's very bullish on this, or very supportive of sustaining the protocol itself.
Sure.
And
definitely helps to support the Fantom price, right? It's deflationary in that sense.
Absolutely. For Fantom and Fantom.
Both. Sure.
Absolutely. So we will link this article, and just to enter the app one more time, although take a look at our videos, and we do have a nice little extensive walkthrough where we go through both their Moon River and their Fantom. This is currently connected to their Fantom, and you can see what a beautiful user interface. I mean, I just want to come check it out again, and look at the information. Look at how clean it is. I really love, and they are expanding. Look at that. I mean, spell stakes. I mean, that's
stake spell. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This is absolutely one of the most interoperable and innovative reserve DAO protocols in crypto. And the fact that they're on Fantom, is beautiful.
And Moon River as well. Yeah.
And Moon River. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Because both
that cross chain, that's really what jumped out at us right at the beginning. Was okay, it's two different blockchains that you're both connected to natively. That's definitely an innovation.
Absolutely. Let's check out Moon River and let that interface pop up. And there, like your spooky swap on Fantom for Moon River, you'd come to Huckleberry, their DEX. And of course, like we showed with one of our other recent videos, sometimes when you provide liquidity and you help support these DEXs or these protocols, you never know what might get dropped along your way for being an early supporter of these innovative projects. But that being said,
it's true.
We did mention this is not financial advice. Do we do that?
Oh, if we're not, we're going to do it now.
This is educational, entertainment, information. We'll do your own research to be your own bank. We learn from our mistakes, and so you will either learn from ours or your own, or both together. But either way, take responsibility for those, your own decisions. And yes, that being said, it's a very fun ecosystem. It's very early, even after a 50, 60, 70% dip, which we may be very well in store for. The ecosystem that you find, the communities are growing, they're developing. And if you hodl, you hold on and you follow that development and that innovation, that when the markets return and the bulls return and that liquidity in the world economy is there, you will find it often floods to these really innovative and emerging technologies. I mean, it's really, when you look at what's out there, it's a lot of it is the most exciting place to, and safe. I feel we'll do a video on hedges, inflationary hedges. We'll do a video on that for sure. But when you look at the opportunities in blockchain and crypto and the rates of return, even in stable coins alone, they're incomparable to traditional finance. So as more people educate,
there's no comparison.
Once you have the knowledge, then you wouldn't put your your dollars, even if you're like, I don't want to be invested in crypto, I just want to, even stable coins alone, the rates, the interest rates that you get for locking up.
And that's not going to probably, I mean, who knows what the future has in store, but the thinking is that we're not going to all of a sudden go into a higher rate period. We're probably going to see lower rates in the future. So it's definitely good to be thinking about, like, how can I make my money work safely but get a better return than the 1% that you need to lock up your money for 2 or 3 years at the bank to earn.
Absolutely. Right? So check this out. We'll leave all links below, but we're excited about a possible follow-up interview with the team. and what they have going on. But already, look what they have going on. This is exciting. I mean, they have a lot going on, more than most out there in the world of home forex. I mean, obviously, Olympus,
they stand out.
They themselves are continuing to do a lot. We'll talk about that.
And Time Wonderland is another one. Yeah. But yeah, you Fantom, and they belong in the same breath for sure.
Well, speaking of time, I guess this will wrap it up.
Yeah,
I think we covered this, the FUD, the FHUD, that it's a good thing. It's not fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's actually, I don't know what it stands for. So we'll find out.
Oh, it's in that Medium article. It's Fantom-USD.
Okay. Yeah. It's like,
I read it quickly.
Fantom and USD, if they had like a child and the S was taken out and you're left with,
okay, you got to be creative. You definitely need to be creative on that.
I see it. I like creativity, and they've been creative, obviously. So that's, I dig it. So we'll take a look at what else is being born from their creativity in the next one. But until then, have a beautiful day. Namaste.